Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaleesa Ayoka. If you're new here, I hope that at some point in this video you do decide to subscribe, and if you do so, make sure you click that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. Okay, so today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be about like a little bit of a natural looking makeup. So as you guys know, or as you guys can see if you're new here, I have a lot of acne scarring, and then I have this beautiful bump that has decided to grace my face for whatever reason. I honestly don't know why, but here we are. So today I'm going to be doing a natural kind of makeup with all affordable products. First thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to prime my skin. So the primer that I like to use is by Revlon. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Primer. And I love to use this stuff. It's very, very mattifying. So I already did like my full skincare routine. I'm actually right now working on another video for you guys. So you guys know that let me get this out. You know, it's on a little low. So you guys are very much aware, or I don't know how you could not be aware, that Fenty came out with Fenty Skin. So they have come out with skincare products, and that is what I have been using since it came out. I ordered it like literally the same night it came out, and then it took about, I want to say 2 to 3 days to get here. So I've been using it since the beginning of August. Now we're in the middle of the month, so I'm pretty much testing it out. I took like before pictures and stuff like that, so I'm testing it out to kind of see how it works on my skin. So that video will definitely be coming at the end of the month. So my skincare is already done. I'm going to prime my face, and then the first thing I like to do is I like to do my eyebrows first. I know for some people they prefer to do their skin or their foundation first, but I like to do my eyebrows first. And I think I picked up the wrong eyebrow pencil because this one is damn near empty. But that's okay. We're going for natural makeup today, so we're not going to fill in our brows as dark as we would normally would. We're literally, that right there is good enough. We're literally just trying to give our brows a little bit of tint, because when you put on like foundation and stuff, it kind of washes out your eyebrows and then they can look non-existent, especially if you have on like a foundation or something over them. So this is the e.l.f. brow pencil. I've had this for a while, so it's completely rubbed off. And I believe this one is deep brown that I'm using right now. I'm going to clean up my eyebrows just because they need doing. But if your eyebrows are freshly waxed and you stay within the shape of your eyebrow, you won't need to do this. So the concealer that I'm going to be using today, this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Deep Cinnamon. And this is what it looks like. I love this stuff. So I'm going to go in with my concealer brush, and I'm just going to clean up underneath my brows a little bit. So when I'm cleaning up under my brows, I just kind of like to cover all the areas where there is little bitty hairs that would not be there if I had done my eyebrows like I was supposed to. Woo. I am going to clean up the top, but I'm only going to clean up like right around here, not like the very front of my brow. And then I'm going to take I have another brush that I use to blend out my concealer, and I'm going to take that and blend out the one on top. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take some of that concealer and put it on my eyelids, because it does a great job of canceling out any like darkness that I may have on my eyelids, or discoloration I should say, because darkness makes it sound like I'm trying to cancel out my melanin, and that's not it. I'm trying to cancel out my overactive melanin. I'm going to blend it out with the brush a little bit first, and then I'm going to go in with my sponge, and I'm going to blend it really nice. Okay, so we're done with the brows, and now we're going to go into the face, because I'm not doing eyeshadow right now, or really in this makeup look at all, because it is, I'm just looking at this bump. I want to pop this so bad, but I know that that's not what you should do, so I'm trying to leave it. So now we're going to go in with my base. So I'm not going to be using a foundation today. Today I'm going to be using a tinted moisturizer, and you guys have seen me use this already. If you have not, I'll have it linked in the iCards. I did a full review on this tinted moisturizer by ColourPop when it came out. And yes, this is not technically drugstore, but it's very affordable, and you can find it in Ulta. So if you have an Ulta near you, they are available there, and you can go in there and get this. So it is available in store, so it is convenient. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do first is conceal, because this is a tinted moisturizer and it's not going to give you great coverage, but I like the finish that it gives me. It gives me a very natural beauty finish. So what I'm going to do is go in with that same concealer from e.l.f. and I'm going to really focus that on my extra dark marks. So like this thing, I really don't want to put it on there. This thing right here, which is a scar. This one looks a little dark to me. Right in here is where I get a lot of discoloration from my glasses. And I think that's it, really. All the other marks are not as dark to me, so I'm going to leave them. And then I'm going to let this concealer dry a little bit, and then I'm going to blend it out. Okay, so I have let the concealer dry down quite a bit. So I like to go in with my brush because my brush gives me the most coverage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend out all the areas where I placed the concealer and try to blend it out as seamless as possible without taking away too much of the cover. So what I do is I push it into the skin pretty much. I'm just patting it on, and then the edges I just go around. But once I pat it in, that's where I like it. And then just do that all over the face where I place the concealer, because you don't want it to be we want it to be nice and blended out, because if it's not blended well, it will show through your foundation, or in this case, it definitely will show through your tinted moisturizer. I really wasn't going to record this video today because of this, guys. Having acne is so freaking frustrating sometimes. It's like my skin was like great for the last 2 weeks, and then I decided I want to shoot a video, and I get this like 2 days before I want to shoot my video. So that is life as someone with adult acne, or acne period, really. Sometimes your skin is just like, yes, and then you eat something that you're not even aware of that your skin hates, and then you freak out. Your skin freaks out, and then you have a huge bump on your face. So, but so far the Fenty has been kind of like calming it, so let's hope that... Oh, I missed a spot. So now we can go in with our tinted moisturizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 pumps. I don't know, see if you guys can see that. 1. Actually, let's do 1 at a time, because this is a tinted moisturizer and I have oily skin, so we don't want to, we don't want to make it so that the oily skin comes through, even though I'm going to be studying this. I felt like it was really important for me to do a video like this because I have acne prone skin and I have acne scarring, because a lot of the times I find that people love to comment on people with acne and be like, you should do this with your skin, you should do that with your skin, as if we're not allowed to enjoy makeup and we're not allowed to just wear our acne and be like, look, we're working on it, but it's not going to happen overnight, and we're not going to put our life on pause because it's not happening overnight. And sometimes people with acne, there's a lot of people with acne that don't really want to wear a full face of makeup all the time to look quote unquote presentable, but they do want to do a little something to like spruce themselves up. And I feel like having a makeup routine that is light and easy to remove from your pores, because people think that like, oh, it's the makeup. It's not really the makeup itself. It's just having pores that get clogged very easy. And if you do light makeup, it's easier to clean out those pores than if you're doing extremely heavy makeup. So, and this is, for me, is something that's very everydayable, if that makes sense. It's something that you could definitely get away with doing every day pre-pandemic, because we don't really, a lot of us are working from home, if you're fortunate enough, so you don't really have to put on makeup every day. But it's just an option for those who have problematic skin like mine. So you guys saw there, I went in with another, I would call that a half a pump. And my biggest area of discoloration is my cheeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put more in that area, because I feel like I just need a little bit more coverage there. But everything else seems to look pretty good, in my opinion, as far as light coverage goes. So we're just going to push this into the skin. And again, make sure you check out that review that I'm going to leave in the iCards for you guys. It'll let you know, like, if you should use a brush, if you should use a sponge, all that other stuff. And as you can see, the marks are not completely gone. So now I'm going to go in with concealer, the same e.l.f. concealer that I've been using, and I'm going to put that directly under the eye. We're just going to use this kind of like a highlight. And I actually left one of my concealers, so let me go and get my other concealer. My other concealer that I'm going to be using today is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Like I said, ColourPop is technically not in a drugstore like a CVS or Walgreens or one of those, but they are available in Ulta and they are affordable. I'm going to go in with this, and this is in the color Dark 42. And I love this just to give a little bit of brightness. I'm just going to go right underneath here, a little bit right here. Oh, that's drying so fast. And this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I wanted to make that clear. There's a hydrating one, but this isn't the hydrating one. This is the original one. Yes, this one came out first. The hydrating one is the new one that they have. But again, we're oily over here, so if you are on the drier side, I would say get the e.l.f. hydrating concealer versus the drying one. Now I'm going to go in with my sponge. This is a Real Technique sponge. I also have the e.l.f. sponge, so I should have used that one, but Real Technique is available in drugstore, so it is drugstore. But I also have the e.l.f. sponge, and it is true. It is very, very soft, and it's very good for blending out makeup. But my Real Technique is my ride or die, so I just reached for it out of force of habit. But it is drugstore, and it is available in I know for a fact Walgreens has them. Walmart also has it, but I'm not sure about CVS because I haven't really been. I get my lashes from CVS, but I haven't looked for Real Technique sponges. But I'm pretty sure. I know e.l.f. is in CVS, so if you can't get the Real Technique sponge, I think you can definitely get the e.l.f. sponge. And Real Technique is also in Target, so it's in a lot of like stores that you go to anyway, so it's definitely accessible. Because I know sometimes when you have like people creating videos like we do, like I do, I should say, people are a lot like, some people might not want to wait to order stuff. Some people like to be able to go in the store and pick it up. So I figured if I'm going to do drugstore, I got to do like drugstore that's available in store, I should say. And not just affordable products, because that's not the same thing. So we are done with the concealer. It looks pretty good, in my opinion. So this next product I'm going to go in with is the Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder. And this is in the color Banana. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I actually had this product for a while. But yes, I just wanted to, when I was looking through my collection, I checked to see like what is actually truly drugstore. What can you go into the drugstore and literally right now put your hands on? And this product definitely is one of them. And this is a great setting powder. And it just gives you such a pretty matte finish, which is what I love it. And I do not bake. I push my powder into my skin because I find baking, even though I have oily skin, can definitely make under your eyes too dry, and we're not trying to get premature wrinkles here. No siree Bob, that's not what we're trying to do. So yes, I just use this, and I pretty much put it everywhere that I put that concealer to highlight. Don't want to overdo it, but definitely want to mattify a lot of what we just did because we use a lot of moisturizing products, which is good. So this is how we're looking. A part of me kind of want to put a little bit of more concealer on this one right here. I don't know why, and this one down here is just bothering me. It's just bothering me because I don't want to put more of the tinted moisturizer because this concealer, that might be too much. This concealer actually dries. It's a camo concealer, so it dries pretty matte. So I'm going to blend it out with this smaller brush first. I think I may have put too much. I think we have put too much. All right, we're just going to blend that out. And then we're going to fan it just a little bit, just so that, because I think I put it on too thick to dry it out. So I'm going to fan it just a little bit so that it dries out. This concealer does not take a lot to dry down. This e.l.f. Camo concealer, like not the hydrating one, this one, it does not take a lot to dry down at all. Okay, that looks a little better. What do you guys think? You think it looks better? I think it looks a little better, in person at least. I don't know, because this ring light be catching all my mistakes when I do my makeup. When I'm like editing my videos, I look back and I go, damn, she could have like held up on my neck a little bit with the blended. Sometimes it's not like perfectly blended, but she picks up all of that. It's just like, sis, I thought we were working together. But yeah, so that is the face, sorta, kinda. And now we're gonna do like a little bit of bronzer contouring, I guess you can say. And I'm gonna be going with the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. This is a gem. I have purchased this twice already. It lasts pretty long, so I don't have to purchase it a lot. But as you guys can see, the middle color is what I use. I got this in dark to deep. Next time I'm gonna go back to deep, or is it whatever is before this. I think it's deep. I think that's the one I had before, but I kind of like the highlight in this better. So I don't know, we don't know, but I definitely go in with this color. I love it. So we're gonna take a nice little fluffy angled brush, and I'm just gonna, just right in the hollows of my cheeks, I'm just gonna blend that up. We don't want to you want to always tap off, because we don't want to take too much, because it can get a little bit much. And I'm just pushing that into the skin, because I find when you swipe a lot of times, you kind of sometimes remove the makeup that you've already done. So I like to push, in everything I do, I like to push it into my skin. Because of the acne scarring, I don't want to take off the things that we tried to cover in the first place. So that is why I do it the way I do. Even when you see me pushing like up like this, I'm pushing in and then going like this. So I'm really just pushing everything into the skin. And then for the forehead, we're gonna tap, tap, tap. I like to put it right up in here. This is my sweet spot. And I like to put it right up in here. Make a nice little circle. And I only do one tap up here because I don't need it. I'm gonna just blend right here, and then you're gonna just bring those two circles together right in here. And that's how I like to do. And I blend it back. And then sometimes not sometimes, I always go in with the brush that I use to put on my foundation or anything like that. And I kind of just make sure that that area that we highlighted to bring our 5 head together very nice and smooth, and even sometimes just right up in here where our edges are. Yep. And then I love to do this. I got this from Savannah Silver. I don't know how her name just slipped me here on YouTube. So I dab into that same color, but I like to tap it off, and I take a fluffy brush and I just blend my nose. Actually, I didn't get this exact part from her. I'm sorry. That part I didn't get from her, but I'll tell you which part I got from her. This is not, I don't want to call it contouring my nose. I want to call it, I guess you can call it contouring, but I'm not trying to make my nose skinny. You'll never see me draw a nice straight small line and just make this illusion that I have this pinched nose, because I don't. And sometimes, I'm sorry, some people will be looking really wild with that pinched nose, because you know it's not their nose. Like, you can just tell that that's not the nose that God gave them. So this part right here is what I got from her, like blending right underneath here, and also this blending this little corner right here is what I got from her as well. So I'm just going to do that. I think my baby's right here. I'm watching my godchildren, and I think they're here. So we might have to pick this up later. But that is what I do. And then when it comes to highlighting, I use the same exact palette. I just use the highlighting color right here, and I just focus it right up in here, because I don't want to bring it too far down my cheeks, because I have a lot of discoloration right there. Not discoloration, texture, I should say. I have a lot of texture, so I don't want to bring it too far down. And then I also love, this is my favorite thing to do, I love to highlight my nose. You will never see me with my nose not highlighted. I hit the Cupid's bow and just a little dab on the chin. So that is that. And then we finish this off with some mascara. So I'm going to do that now. So the mascara I like to use is also from the drugstore. It's the Lash Sensational Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensation, but it's the one in the black and pink. I've just decided that I like this one the best. I don't know how I decided that, because I've only had like one other. But we're just going to go in with some mascara. On the top and the bottom. You could do this look with lashes if that's what you prefer, but just to keep it as quote-unquote natural as possible, I'm going to use mascara. Okay, so you guys, my hair is stuff in the background because the babies are here. So, but I just want to finish this up, and the last thing I'm going to be using is a lip gloss, and this lip gloss is by LeMay Cosmetics, which some of you may know is my cosmetics company, and this is in the color Pinkfection. This is Pinkfection, and I'm just gonna apply this on the lips really quick. It's so nice, and the good part about it, it has a nice little mirror on the back, so you can just look in it and just, it's a nice pink color. But it's not too overbearingly pink. So you can look at it and see it. You can look at it, you can look at it and see it. What am I talking about? You can see that it's nice and neutral. So I'm going to put on, this is the finished look really. You could add lashes. You can also add a little bit of eyeliner if you feel to do so, which I think I'm going to do. Okay guys, so like I said, I put on some earrings. I also put in a little bit of liner in my lower lash line and then in my upper lash line, not on the top but underneath. So this is the final look, and this is what we're looking like. As you guys can see, it's nice and natural, but also gives you a nice fresh coverage kind of look. And I kind of really enjoy doing this look. So if you guys enjoy this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also leave a comment down below and let me know some things that you do to kind of look polished but not quite put on a full face of makeup. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and when you do so, make sure you click that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.